All right. It's August the 22nd, 2011. Reality Supreme Being. Also, for those, if any, are interested in running for President of the United States, which really doesn't do much because the President doesn't have all the power, and that's not really what all this is about. What all this is about is civil rights violations, repeated civil rights violations. You know those 30 SEALs that died in their helicopter crash? Good. I'm glad. You all deserve it. All of you deserve the crap that you get because you've shoveled crap at me for 30 years. America is evil. It shovels stuff at people like me until they kill them. And that's what's going on with me. Hell, you'll probably even see my death here on YouTube after my teeth get really infected because there's no serious dental health care available here in California or Los Angeles. There's just none. Even Medi-Cal won't pay for anything anymore. But it's not that. It's not that so much as it is that I've been kept bankrupt for more than 30 years by the way the law is applied, by the way the authorities do their crap that they do to people like me. I wrote a little card out here. You know, they just took over Libya, and all the guys are jumping up and down saying, you know, they got rid of this tyrant that's been there for 42 years. And I'm going, really? That's interesting. You know, you have tyrants here in California. You have tyrants in the United States. It's just that they're abstract tyrants. They're hidden tyrants. They are part of a club called the Bilderberg, the Trilateral Commission, the Rich People's Interest, who the media covers up for. And trust me, they do. And if you think I'm crazy, I'm not. These actors and actresses, and even the ball players, the basketball, even Tiger Woods, all these people that do this stuff, and you see it become part of the media thing, and it's a big drama thing, they make a big deal about it. They do, I bet you a large percentage of them do that on purpose themselves, the ones that are being attacked, because they know that that'll fuel controversy in the media network, and that makes them money. Okay? Good and bad publicity. Bad publicity can make you money. Calling people niggers, that can make you money if you do it the right way. You know, niggers themselves call people niggers in their rap songs. You know, they use the word all the time. One person told me that the actual original definition of nigger was a Michigan farmer. Or that's one of the definitions. But you know, it doesn't matter whether it means, in one of my videos, earlier videos, I said nigger means slave. And I said that everybody in the United States, no matter what race they are niggers. You are nothing but slaves. And you are slaves to the taxes you pay. You're slaves to every complaint you make about the system, the government, your neighbor, whatever you do. You're all asinine. You deserve a huge meteor the size of Texas to crash into the planet. And goodbye, human race, because you're not worth supporting. You've had wars for thousands of years. In one of my videos, I tell you, I got this out of a book. Out of the whole history of the human race, which is a little less than 10,000 years, you can account for no more than 300 years of peace worldwide in bits and pieces. I'm not the person who's saying this. These are experts. People who've gone to college. They have earned degrees. And then they put it in a book for people like us to read. And then what are people like us supposed to think about that kind of statistic, that kind of figure? You know what I think of it? The human race is absolutely what Dr. Zaius said in Planet of the Apes, the original one with Charlton Heston, where he said man is evil and will never come to any good. And that's true. But the real evil in mankind, man and womankind, because they all do it, they're cute little kids, but they grow up to be tyrants. In America, I call it an abstract tyranny. A tyranny at the federal, state, and local level. Presidents are tyrants, congressmen are tyrants, senators are tyrants, state senators are tyrants, cops are tyrants. They all carry around an abstract form of tyranny. And it's to be used at their own discretion. You don't believe me? Talk to people who've been abused. Talk to people who've had their civil rights violated repeatedly, like me. And you'll understand why we have the attitudes that we have, where we hate the police. We now even hate fire departments. They all suck. They suck crap. Okay? Crap that comes out of animals' backsides. That's all they're worth. They aren't heroes to me and never will be. They're a bunch of backstabbing jerks. They're either abstract tyrants at home with their families, or they're abstract tyrants to people as they go through life. You know, I saw a picture of planet Earth taken from the Voyager spacecraft at the edge of the solar system, and the size of planet Earth is the size of the period in the sentence on that page that shows the photograph. Okay? At the end of the sentence that describes, that's what you're looking at. At 6 billion miles away, the Earth is nothing but a tiny period on a 8.5, 10 by 11 page in normal font print. So, what am I supposed to say? I'm a slave, an abstract slave. I've been forced to move from place to place. I've had secure locations, secure places, and somebody comes along and ruins it by sticking their nose in business that doesn't belong to them. And of course, I can't do anything about it, especially I can't do anything violent because I'll get arrested, put in jail, tried, convicted. This government likes to keep people trapped. They enjoy seeing people suffer. I saw some not congressman, but a city councilman in Venice who now got a whole bunch of money and put this guy who living in his bus like I was before my buses were and trucks and cars were taken from me over the last 10 years. And now they got him an apartment. And of course the media put that on TV, and he shows his keys to his crappy little apartment. Why didn't they get him a house after living in pain and suffering for all that time? He deserves a house to put his bus in the backyard like I tried to do, and where I was attacked constantly. You can't keep your bus in your backyard. You can't keep your motorhome in your backyard. You can't, regulations that are equivalent to what I call this abstract tyranny. And if you want to fight it, you'll become an abstract slave for some attorney who you'll be working 2 or 3 jobs to pay $300 an hour to fight for your civil rights, to take it to the Supreme Court so you can show that this government, state, federal, and local, violates people's rights and destroys people's lives. So, where do we go from here? How do I fight an enemy that is everywhere? I wrote something down for you here. I call it, and I'll read the whole card to you. Covert tyranny, abstract tyranny, organized chaos to control the masses and certain individuals to cause pain for them because they get their jollies off of it. Censored, edited people like me, even if heard by few people, would not change the damages ongoing done in a person's life in a puny attempt to make amends on the damages to individuals or masses of people. Media never, and I repeat the word, will never pay attention to the evils and stories that matter most, especially people like me. After countless repeated ongoing violations, damages won't stop until that person is dead. See, they formulate a status or a position of neglect right after they've done the damage. Oh, we don't know. They're free to do whatever they need to do so long as they comply with our rules. Comply with your absolute abstract tyranny rules. What happened in Libya and in Egypt and in other countries to claim democracy should be happening here in this evil place called America. So that's when they're satisfied. When they kill people off like me without, that's what they call remote control death. They do it by applying the laws that hurt you financially, hurt you mentally, and then make you into the kind of person I am where I hate everybody. Only that same kind of damages are transferred to others after that person dies. They just look for someone else to pick on, because no one wants to help in the correct way. These abstract tyrannies come from laws, rules, regulations, and other factors that shorten people's lives through stress, through generated stress by the evil people that are running things. And they're the ones that need to be put out of commission forever. Line them up against the wall and shoot them all. I'm not going to do the shooting. I'll let all the crazy people out there that finally have shorter fuses than me, and they break, and then they go start shooting people. That's why you have shootings in America, because you people don't get it. And if you take all the guns away from people, they'll just start stabbing everybody, like O.J. Simpson. And if you take away their knives, well, they'll just start stoning people again. Or they'll use their cars, or they'll use a car bomb or a truck bomb. I don't have to do any of that. I've been arguing like this for the last 30 years, the last 20 being the worst, the last 10 being the real worst. But I don't have to do any of that, unfortunately, because I know it's not going to change anything. The only way you're going to change things like this, regardless of what you hear me saying, whether you're for or against me, is to put me in power. Absolute tyranny, total tyranny. The first year, I guarantee you there'll be no graffiti, and I won't have to kill anybody. By the way, I will not have to kill or harm one hair on one person's head on all these evil people that I'm pointing the finger at. The police, the fire departments, the city managers, the county managers, the state managers, and the federal managers. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to kill any of you. I'm going to do worse to you than you could imagine. And I'm not going to have to torture you. At least I'm not going to have to physically torture you. There are other things I'm going to do to you. Oh yeah, all of you. I'm going to round you all up, put you in concentration camps. Anyway, this isn't about America and the Constitution. This is about getting the Oxford-Stanford dictionary and reading the word freedom and what it really means and how to apply it. And believe me, the people that are normally running along the streets and in the world today, the drug addicts, the fanatical people in authority who hide behind the same authority by threat of handcuffs and jail and judge and prosecution if you try to attack them in any way. What happened in all these other countries needs to happen here. But you people aren't going to listen. This is just a YouTube guy who's spilling his brains and talking out the side of his hat. Hello. You don't care. You care about sex. You care about nude models. You care about all this other stuff. One day, maybe a big meteor will come and fulfill my wish, because that's what the human race deserves, and that's especially what America deserves, because you murdered my life. You killed 30 years of it, and I'm still suffering from it. Right now, I'm suffering from having to move, and my stuff could possibly be auctioned at the end of the month out of my burnt house, the stuff I tried to save. No, you people are guilty ones, the taxpayers, your government, your evil people that are walking the streets that won't lift a finger to help me, won't give me a safe haven to be in. Hell, I'd even take an invite from another country if they could only hear me. But then nobody hears me. Who gives a damn? They don't give a damn. They don't know who reality supreme being is. They don't know who His Royal Majesty Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte is, that he's a presidential candidate. They don't care. All you care about is money and feeding your own face every day and going to the bathroom until that one day that you're in your deathbed and you go, maybe I should have done things different. Maybe I should have made the world better and listened to this guy. Maybe he is harmless. Maybe he can change things, because Obama ain't doing it. Your Congress isn't going to do it. Your government, state, federal, and local, is not going to do it. It takes a leader like me, a person who's been abused, totally abused for 30 years, to be in charge, because I know where all the problems are. I know how to solve them. And you can solve them right away by getting rid of all these asses that are in charge. All right, I got to go now. Talk to you later. 15 minutes are up. Bye.